Hi, my name is Levi. Today I come to provide you with a personal opinion, most likely, and also some recommendations about learning English as a future lawyer myself, because it's really important at this point. Um, with the AI coming to our lives and also the globalization that we had in the most recent years, um, everyone's starting to learn different languages, and English is by far the most important one besides Chinese, but we're not talking about that today. um, but the reason behind saying that English is one of the most important are basically that every contract in every application that you work on or look for, maybe in the internet, has an English section. Why is that? Because they're trying to achieve what every business here in Panama and in every part of the world is trying to seek for more part of the market. They are looking for a share of the market, and this is really interesting because here in Panama we're limited to the people that work with us inside the country, and they are limited by their means. What I mean by this is that not everyone is being able to work or get to a point where they are able to solve the cost of legal representation. In some cases, they are appointed a lawyer, and that's not a problem that people outside of this country have. And they come to this country because they have the means sometimes to pay a lawyer to maybe create a corporation. Maybe they want to establish themselves here in Panama. In immigration, that's a very common situation where an expat comes from the US or maybe the UK, and they want to work with us to get a legal stay in Panama, and they are able to pay for that process. That's something that you have to get in your mind in some way. At some point, you will have to work with the client, and they will request legal representation in English, and you might not be able to help him or even provide him with the quickest reply, because you will be needing perhaps someone that translates for you. You will need someone that translates the documents, or at least the emails that this person will be sending to you. And at some point you will have to check with yourself and say, hey, maybe I need to learn English, and start checking the emails that people send me in English, because they will send you in English. And if someone commits a crime, they will need legal representation. And if you're not able to grasp what this person is saying, or understanding their intention with what they're saying, you will not be able to give them appropriate legal counseling. Now, they usually expect you to do tax planning and also compliance with the with the local banks, and also the hay. They will most likely ask you to provide what are the costs of this representation, what they need to get established, or what they need to create a business here in Panama, or to purchase land. That's something that they will be requesting most likely. And many of the loan agreements, the arbitrations in civil or criminal or maritime or corporate law, are translated to us in Spanish for us to do in local, for us to do local contracts. But if you want to, maybe in the future, not you, or maybe your client wants to buy stocks in the US, they will most likely have to fill out W8. That's a form for you to do tax declarations on the US system, letting them know that you're contributing to tax here in Panama, and you won't be paying tax in the US. And that's something that will go both ways. Maybe your client wants to buy bonds in Panama. They can go that on Latinx. They will be able to do that, but you need to explain to them how it works, and also most likely translate one or two things, or explain how it works here in Panama, because it's very different from the US or maybe other places. You will have limited market access, but at the same time, if you're able to learn English, you will be able to participate in very interesting contracts, maritime contracts. These contracts, loans, and also different cross-border deals are done in English, and most likely you will be able to participate in them if you are able to get to them. Once you have the opportunity and you're able to get this these big opportunities, you will be able to push through and work out with these people. um, that's the end of it, and thank you so much for listening, and yeah, see you around.